Imagine waking up every morning and realizing that life is not something happening to you. It is something unfolding through you. Each breath you take, each step you walk, each thought you allow to grow inside your mind is shaping the path ahead. Most people rise from their beds and immediately get lost in yesterday's worries, tomorrow's fears, and the noise of the world. They forget that today is the most powerful moment they will ever have. If you want to change your life, you must first change how you meet the day. You must train your mind as you would train your body. You must sharpen your focus as you would sharpen a blade. You must remind yourself that strength, peace, and clarity are not found outside, but cultivated within. Every single day is a chance to begin again. No matter how many times you have fallen, no matter how heavy your burdens, no matter how long you have been asleep to your own power, today gives you a new opportunity. The question is, will you rise and take it, or will you let it slip away? When you choose to watch, to listen, to remind yourself of truth every day, you are not simply hearing words. You are building discipline. You are awakening your spirit. You are aligning your life with purpose. And when the mind and the body move together with purpose, transformation becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable. Discipline of the mind is not something you are born with. It is something you create, strengthen, and refine day after day. The mind, when left untrained, will wander to fear, to doubt, to distraction, to anything that takes it away from the present moment. But when you choose to take control, when you decide to shape your thoughts rather than be shaped by them, you open the door to freedom. True freedom does not come from wealth, from possessions, or from status. It comes from the ability to remain steady no matter what storm is around you. Discipline of the mind is the art of keeping still when everything tells you to rush, of keeping focused when everything tries to scatter your attention, of keeping calm when life tries to provoke anger or fear. A disciplined mind is like a sharp blade. With it, you cut through confusion, through excuses, through weakness. You know what must be done, and you do it. You no longer wait for the right mood or the right time, because discipline does not depend on moods or circumstances. It is a decision, a command you give yourself, and it becomes stronger every time you honor it. Without discipline, the mind becomes your enemy. It distracts you, deceives you, and keeps you small. With discipline, the mind becomes your greatest ally, guiding you to clarity, power, and peace. Most people believe freedom is doing whatever they want, whenever they want. But this is not freedom. This is slavery to desire. The person who eats every craving is not free. The person who spends every thought on worry is not free. The person who reacts to every insult is not free. Freedom comes when you master yourself, when you can say yes or no with full control, when you can remain unmoved by temptation, when you can endure pain without breaking, when you can stay the course even when it is hard. This is the freedom that only mental discipline brings. To train your mind, you must practice awareness. Notice your thoughts as they come. Notice how many are repetitive, how many are negative, how many are built from fear. Then begin to guide them. Replace weakness with strength. Replace doubt with action. Replace excuses with responsibility. At first, it feels like carrying a heavy weight. The mind resists. It wants to return to its old patterns. But every time you take control, you are training it. You are building muscles that cannot be seen, but are felt in every choice you make. Just as the body grows stronger through resistance, the mind grows stronger through discipline. Discipline also means focus. The world is full of noise, distractions, pulling your attention in every direction. If you allow your mind to chase every sound, every notification, every opinion, you will never build depth in anything. Focus is the ability to choose what truly matters and give it all your energy. It is saying no to the 1,000 little things that do not matter, so you can give everything to the few things that do. This is not easy. It requires saying no when you want to say yes. It requires patience when you want quick results. But when you discipline your focus, you gain power that most people will never experience. With discipline of the mind comes inner peace. Chaos outside does not disturb you because you are rooted inside. Failures do not break you because you know they are temporary. Success does not blind you because you are not attached to it. People cannot control you with praise or criticism because your mind is your own. This peace is not weakness, it is strength. It allows you to walk through life steady, balanced, and free. When you train your mind every day, you stop being a prisoner of old habits. You stop letting fear decide for you. You stop being at the mercy of circumstance. Instead, you become the master of your thoughts. And when you master your thoughts, you master your life. Small daily actions seem so ordinary, so simple, that most people overlook their power. They think change only comes through big decisions, massive shifts, or once in a lifetime opportunities. But the truth is that transformation is built in the quiet moments, in the small choices repeated again and again. Every great achievement is the result of countless small steps taken consistently, often without recognition or applause. The body you see is shaped by what you eat every day. The strength you carry is built by how often you train. The clarity of your mind comes from the thoughts you allow in each moment. What feels small today becomes the foundation of something unshakable tomorrow. When you commit to small daily actions, you begin to reshape your life in a way that feels almost invisible at first. You wake up and choose to rise early, even when you want to sleep in. You drink water instead of reaching for what numbs you. You speak a kind word instead of an angry one. You choose discipline over comfort. These acts, while small in isolation, add up to immense change when practiced with consistency. The same way drops of water carve through stone. Your daily actions carve the path to transformation. The problem is that most people want instant results. They try something for a week, and when the reward is not visible, they give up. They forget that the greatest trees begin as small seeds buried in the dark. Growth is not seen right away, but it is happening beneath the surface. The same is true for you. Every day that you choose to act with discipline, to make a better choice, to take one step forward, you are planting seeds. The results may not appear today or tomorrow, but one day they will rise and surprise even you. Consistency is the force that turns ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. Doing something once is easy, doing it every day is difficult. But that is where power is created. When you repeat an action daily, you teach your mind and body a new pattern. That pattern becomes habit. Habits become identity, and your identity shapes your destiny. If you tell yourself you are someone who trains daily, you no longer have to debate whether or not you should exercise. It becomes natural. If you tell yourself you are someone who speaks truth daily, you no longer wrestle with dishonesty. It is not who you are. By shaping your daily actions, you are not just changing what you do, you are changing who you become. Small daily actions also build resilience. When you keep promises to yourself, even the smallest ones, you grow stronger inside. You trust yourself more, you believe in yourself more, and you no longer collapse when life tests you. People who chase big goals without building daily discipline often fall apart at the first obstacle. But when you have lived with consistency, when you have trained your mind and body to move forward step by step, you cannot be easily shaken. You have built endurance, patience, and strength through repetition. Do not underestimate the power of the smallest action done with intention. A moment of meditation, a page of reading, a single act of kindness, a push up, a glass of water, a thought of gratitude. These are not insignificant. They are bricks. And brick by brick, you build the structure of your life. The person who commits to small daily actions will always surpass the one who waits for the perfect time to make a big change. Because life is not transformed in one day, it is transformed every day. Inner strength is greater than external circumstances because it cannot be taken from you. It cannot be controlled by others, and it cannot be broken unless you allow it to be. The outside world will always change. Seasons shift, fortunes rise and fall. People come and go, challenges appear when least expected. If your stability depends only on what is outside of you, then you will always be at the mercy of things you cannot control. But when you cultivate strength within, when you anchor yourself in discipline, clarity, and resilience, You carry power that no storm can destroy. External circumstances often trick people into believing that they are weak. A failure makes them feel worthless. A rejection convinces them they are not good enough. A hardship convinces them life is unfair. But these are illusions. What matters is not the weight of the burden, but the strength of the one carrying it. Two people can face the same trial. One collapses, the other rises stronger. The difference is not in the situation, but in the inner strength they have built. Life will test everyone, but it is those who have forged resilience within who overcome. Inner strength is not about pretending nothing hurts. It is not about ignoring fear, pain, or struggle. It is about meeting them with courage. It is about standing firm when the ground shakes beneath you. It is about knowing that whatever comes, you will not be broken. To build this kind of strength, you must first accept that difficulties are not enemies, they are teachers. Every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger. Every challenge is an invitation to rise. When you shift your perspective in this way, struggles no longer weaken you. They forge you. This strength does not appear overnight. It is built daily in small acts of endurance, in choosing patience when anger calls, in choosing discipline when laziness tempts, in choosing focus when distractions surround you. Every time you overcome yourself, every time you master your impulses, you grow a little stronger. And over time, this strength becomes so rooted in you that no outside force can shake it. The world will never stop presenting difficulties. Some days you will face loss, some days you will face disappointment, some days you will face uncertainty. If you wait for life to become easy, you will wait forever. But when you have built inner strength, you no longer need life to be easy. You do not rely on conditions being perfect. You carry within you the power to adapt, to endure, to keep moving no matter what happens. This is true freedom, the freedom to remain unshaken in a world that constantly changes. Inner strength also protects you from the influence of others. People will criticize, they will doubt, they will project their fears onto you. If you are weak within, these words will wound you, they will hold you back, they will control your choices. But when you have trained your mind, when you have built inner stability, their words cannot touch you. You listen, but you are not swayed. You remain guided by your purpose, not by their opinions. This is the power of strength that comes from within. It makes you unmovable. There is a calmness that arises from inner strength. You stop chasing validation. You stop fearing rejection. You stop being controlled by outcomes. You become centered, grounded, and focused. This calmness does not come from avoiding problems, but from knowing you can handle them. It does not come from controlling others, but from controlling yourself. It does not come from what is given to you, but from what you cultivate inside. And once you have it, no one can take it away. When you realize that inner strength is greater than external circumstances, you stop blaming life for your struggles. You stop waiting for the world to change before you take action. Instead, you take responsibility. You choose to grow stronger within, and by doing so, you become greater than anything you face. Every sunrise is a new chance to begin again. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter what mistakes you made, no matter how heavy the weight of regret feels, the moment the sun rises, life is offering you another opportunity. Too many people carry the past into the present and wonder why they feel stuck. They replay old failures, they relive old pain, and they allow yesterday's shadows to darken today's light. But every day is not a continuation of the past. It is a blank page. What you choose to write on it depends on you. When you wake up and see the light of a new day, you are being given a gift that many did not receive. It is an invitation to start fresh, to breathe differently, to walk differently, to think differently. The power of renewal is hidden in something as simple as the morning. The night ends, the darkness fades, and the world begins again. Nature itself reminds you that cycles of renewal are possible, that endings are never final, that beginnings are always within reach. Starting again does not require you to erase your past. It requires you to stop letting the past control you. Every experience, good or bad, is part of your story, but it does not define your future unless you cling to it. Every sunrise whispers that you are not finished, that you are not trapped, that there is still time to change, to grow, to become. Even if you have fallen 1,000 times, the new day does not count your failures. It only offers you another chance to rise. The ability to begin again is one of the greatest strengths you can carry. Many people give up because they believe too much time has passed, that they are too old, too late, too broken. But the truth is that life renews itself every single day, and so can you. The morning does not ask how many mistakes you made yesterday. It only asks what you will do with today. Transformation is always possible when you stop dwelling on the chances you lost and start embracing the chance you have now. This new beginning is not about waiting for perfect conditions. The sunrise does not wait for your problems to disappear before it rises. It shines regardless of storms, regardless of clouds, regardless of yesterday's events. You can do the same. You can rise even with challenges, even with fears, even with imperfections. The new day is not asking you to be flawless. It is asking you to take one step forward, no matter how small. That step is the beginning of change. Every sunrise also teaches the lesson of consistency. Just as the sun rises without fail, you must rise daily in your own spirit. Renewal is not a one-time event. It is a discipline. It is choosing every morning to release what no longer serves you, to focus on what matters, to commit again to your purpose. Some days will feel heavy. Some mornings you will resist. But when you persist, you create momentum. Day after day, renewal becomes your way of living, and change becomes inevitable. Gratitude is at the heart of beginning again. When you open your eyes and recognize that you have been given another day, your perspective shifts. You stop taking time for granted. You stop delaying your efforts. You stop waiting for a future that may never come and start using the present that is right here. Gratitude fuels discipline. It strengthens resilience, and it opens your eyes to the opportunity in front of you. Every sunrise is a reminder that life itself is forgiving. The earth does not hold on to yesterday's storms. The sky does not cling to last night's darkness. The sun does not refuse to rise because of past failures. In the same way, you are free to let go and begin again. This is the gift of a new day, the chance to create, to rebuild, to rise stronger than before.